God marked me as a battle buddy without me even realizing it when I deployed to Iraq back in 2000 and I think it was like 2003, the end of 2003. I deployed to Iraq for 18 months. I was working at Baltimore Air Traffic Control Tower as air traffic controller, and it's amazing because the FAA had reconfigured the airspace around the Baltimore, Dulles, National, Andrews, and Richmond airspace. And so I didn't have enough seniority to remain at Baltimore Tower as air traffic controller, so I was involuntarily transferred to Potomac-Tricon, okay, in Warrenton, Virginia. And I had built my townhouse, and then all of a sudden the military came in and involuntarily transferred me to Iraq for 18 months. And I'm like, oh, wow, you know. However, the Lord is the Lord. He knows the plan. I didn't know what the plan was. And so deploying to Iraq for those 18 months, and when I got to Iraq, I was then voluntarily transferred to this unit out of Richmond, Virginia. And I didn't know them. There was like 5 of us that, were in my unit out of Fort Belvoir, involuntarily transferred. And so just so happened, when we got to Iraq, to Lille, Iraq, I was told, you're going to go up north, okay? You're going to leave this to Lille Air Force Base where it was nice and comfort, where they had nice TVs and nice tents and MWRs and everything. They had, they had a dry cleaning, okay? The Air Force takes care of the people. And they were going to tell me I had to leave to Lille to go to Scania, which was nothing but a glorified truck stop. I didn't know, in the middle of nowhere. It was the 3rd Convoy Support Center in Iraq. And so they're like, you're going to leave in the morning, and we're going to send 2 of our soldiers, their first sergeant, and then another soldier with me. I didn't know these soldiers, and I'm like, oh Lord, this is not good. And so the soldier I did know was the first sergeant from my unit. Okay, and I went to him. I was like, First Sergeant, please. He was promoted to a Master Sergeant at this point, and I said, Master Sergeant, please go to Scania with me. I said, I don't want to go with these other 2 soldiers because I really don't know them, and I need someone that I know and know that's going to have my back. Okay, I was a major, and so he, as a Master Sergeant, he had his own tent. And he was like living a life. They had like 8 master sergeants, there and down in Toledo. And I'm thinking, come on, Master Sergeant, Sergeant Major, please come go with me, Sergeant Major. So he told me no at first. And so I went to my tent, packed up all my gear, and then I had a revelation in my sleep. The Lord showed me, Norma, don't worry, it's going to be okay. And he showed me Scania, okay, Scania, Iraq, which had high, 12-foot high concrete walls that surrounded it, okay? He said, it's going to be okay. And that's where my battle buddy story began.